Hi, you guys. This is Aqua Moonlight. Thank you so much for tuning in, for stopping by. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you are staying safe out there. I know things are getting really crazy again in the world, and so I just sending everybody, love and blessings, and hopefully we can all get through this. Um, so I wanted to come on here and do a reading for those divine feminines out there who are single, and maybe ready to get out there again. I don't know why I just got this message from spirit that some of you are ready, or some of you are ready to just really start to look ahead and start to just look at how you can maybe begin to shift your focus. And so if you're not ready for that, or if you're not ready to, meet anybody new or to expand, then no worries at all. This is just going to be a reading for those of you who feel like you're in this position where you're okay with something new, or you're okay with at least, trying to maybe heal, or trying to work on what you can work on. So we're just going to go with this one today. I just feel like intuitively, moving through with the reading, whatever spirit wants to bring through about the topic of those of you who are single. Okay, I'm going to say divine feminines who are single, but if you're a divine masculine or a male, then of course you can definitely still watch this as well. But for most of you, you're feminine. So I want to target, the collective who are divine feminines. So we're just going to see, what's coming up around that energy. So this could even be things that are coming in for you. This could be things that you need to know right now about maybe if you're available at this time energetically. How can we shift into a place of being more available? Is there any, thing coming through that you need to be aware of when it comes to the past, or just, whatever comes up. Okay, so let's get into it. All right, so Spirit, let's go ahead and set the intention for any divine feminines out there who are single and ready to expand, or ready to mingle, or whatever you want to call it, ready to look ahead. What messages do we have right now for any divine feminines in the collective who are single? So it is July 21st, 2020 when I record this, and we just had the new moon in Cancer. And so Cancer is a very loving, very nurturing sign. So this could be, maybe why I got this feeling of wanting to do this type of reading. All right, so let's go ahead and get an opening message here. What is the opening message for anybody out there, divine feminines who are single? What does Spirit want you to know? What does Spirit want to talk about with this topic? What does Spirit want to talk about with this topic? All right, we have a fiery climax approaches. So this is full moon in Aries. So there might be something here that's coming to a climax when it comes to maybe a cycle. This could be things that you have just been wrapping up in your life here. We do have at the bottom here, meditate and contemplate, which is very kind of different energy to me than that. So there might be something that I feel, and I was kind of picking this up too in the collective, that there could be just a very quick moving energy right now, in which a lot of things are really coming to the surface. A lot of things are really coming to an end, coming to a close. Maybe they're shifting, they're changing. So there's something I feel that Spirit wants you to know, that whatever you're thinking about, or whatever you're, maybe still hanging on to, or whatever you're cycling through, there's a fiery climax here that's going to approach when it comes to really having to maybe wrap up certain cycles, or wrap up certain, energies here. So let's get one more card. Divine feminines who are single. A personal issue reaches resolution. Yeah, so two cards. We have a fiery climax, and we also have a personal issue reaches resolution. And here we have emotions are running high. And beneath that is actually the new moon in Cancer, which is what we just had. So I do feel like with this here, there's a lot of personal stuff. So that's kind of what I'm feeling with this personal issue reaches resolution, is that some of you are going through a lot of transition when it comes to your own maybe inner wounds, or your own maybe inner fears, or whatever that could be, because it's very much of that Cancerian energy here with the full moon in Cancer. And there's just something about you reaching a resolution within yourself. So there's something that Spirit wants you to know or to confirm to you that if you are currently single, you're currently looking for maybe a lover, or you're just ready to move forward, they want you to know that whatever you're working on, yeah, see, when I divided the deck here, we have the Nine of Cups. Whatever you're working on or whatever you've been working through, there's a personal issue reaching this final closure in terms of wrapping up these cycles. Okay? So let's see what else we have. So what messages do we have for Divine Feminines right now who are single? What's going on with your journey? What's going on with your current energy? What's coming in? Whatever we need to know. Beautiful. Look at that. The Hierophant, or not the Hierophant, excuse me, the Judgment card, even better. So we have the rebirth here, the Judgment. So this is such a beautiful energy to get when talking about, being single and ready to move forward, especially in this deck with this beautiful like avenue here with a river with the sunset in the background. And here's the Hierophant actually. So the Hierophant and the Judgment card. So to me, this is a lot of stuff about resolution within our morals, within our values, within the way that we maybe see things, within the way that we are going about our tradition, or even just higher learning, higher education. But since we're talking about love here, this could even be family upbringing. This could be things from the past that we're working through. Okay, I do feel like with this rebirth here, the Judgment card, this is really about taking a look at our past, or taking a look at where we've been, and really having to, either make some adjustments or to shift and change our perception on certain things. But with these cards coming up with it, I do feel like for a lot of you who are single, there's a very strong energy coming through to where you've gone through the necessary lessons. You've gone through a lot. You've gone through a lot of difficult energies. You've gone through a lot of maybe triggers and past relationships, or just being in a twin flame connection, or just very intense energy. But with the Judgment card, it's almost like you're reborn here with this baby and the rebirth. And it has something to do with the Hierophant. It has something to do with the way that you either view love, or the way that you view relationships, or, yourself, your values, how that has shifted for you, how that has changed for you. So, and I feel this is a very personal thing too. I mean, the Hierophant to me is very personal because with this personal issue reaches resolution, this could even be about things that you believe, or your religion. It could be your religion. It could be your spirituality. It could be the way that your family raised you. It could be certain things like this that you're coming to some form of a rebirth about. And this is going to actually lead you to the right, partner or person here, because this is about shifting into a higher state of being when it comes to that. Yeah, look at this. Break the chain. So there's a lot of breaking the chain. There's a lot of deeper messages here too, though. For some of you, this is about maybe you're coming out of a marriage. Maybe you're coming out of a relationship here. So just take it how it resonates. But with this fiery climax here that's approaching as well, there's sort of a reassessment going on about either a marriage, or a past relationship, or just your values, or even what you want out of a relationship, or just something along those lines. And I do feel like this could even go back to a lot of ancestral stuff as well. So this is really about breaking the chains, or rewriting things in a way that's actually very ascended and very just a very beautiful energy. And Judgment to me is also Scorpionic energy too. So we have Scorpio and we have Taurus here, which are two opposites of each other as well. So what else do we have for Divine Feminines right now who are single? What are the messages for you? What are the messages for Divine Feminines who are single and ready to move forward? So I think this is just a confirmation for a lot of you that this is where you're at. If you're wondering if you've gone through, these lessons, if you're wondering if you've resolved a lot of things from the past, I do think that you have. Or you could be in this karma review right now. This could be actually going on at the moment. You could be finding yourself really going through things and having to pick them apart. Yep, this is just what flew out. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. Yep, so this is really about exactly what I had just mentioned. I think that there's a very ancestral pattern here that's being broken. So for those of you who are into that or you believe in that, this could even go back to either your family line here or even just ancestral patterns that you've had within love. And so maybe we'll do a reading on that in the future to really dig deeper into that here. But we also have here the priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? This is about shining your light in terms of a feminine. To me, this is a very feminine energy. So a lot of you are coming to a very, very spiritual place right now with this Hierophant and the priestess. Some of you could even be stepping into a leadership role within your community, a light worker, or just doing something involving teaching or something involving higher learning, higher spirituality. But I feel like what this is about essentially, because I know we're talking about just those of you who are single, but this is kind of getting a little bit more deep because I feel like this is about the types of partners that you could attract or the types of partners that you've been attracting in the past. Some of them could have definitely been karmic relationships, or if you've had, twin flame type of relationship, it just hasn't been in alignment here because there's been a lot of, triggers. There's been a lot of things in the way. And so I feel like what this is indicating here is that there's a sense of being prepared to elevate to the next level in relationships. So a lot of you, I wouldn't be surprised if you're going to be attracting a new relationship that's going to be very spiritual, very much of a like very very collaborative or very equal type of a partnership that aligns with your values, it aligns with your morals. There's been this cleansing or almost like a baptism here of your energy. So are you ready to move forward? Are you ready to meet somebody new? I think that a lot of you are. I think that this is a process for you, but this is about you really owning your own feminine energy when it comes to honoring yourself, honoring your temple. I don't know, I'm getting a lot of messages here, but this could even be some of you just choosing to be celibate or choosing to just really take care of your spiritual energies and really step up and elevate yourself. And if you're not at that place yet, then I think this is just saying that we're all getting there. It's not to say that you're, the other people who aren't ready are not like this. It's just that I feel that we're going through collectively more of a personal issue, reaching this resolution here because of the lessons that we've been through. What are the messages for divine feminines who are single? What's coming in? What do we need to know? Divine feminines who are single and ready to mingle. Oh, wow. Yes. Kindred partnership. And what flew out actually in reverse, we have joyous fun. So I'm getting a couple of messages with this here. For some of you, this is about not wanting to be maybe involved with just past relationships. This is a very past energy to me too, with this joyous fun. Maybe some of you have been giving yourself to, things that have been kind of frivolous or things that have been kind of light, but they have not necessarily been long lasting. For this to come next to this here, kindred partnership, this is a very different energy. For some others of you, though, this is about you have not been open enough to meeting this person, or you haven't been open enough. My crown chakra is tingling like crazy. You haven't been open enough to meeting maybe this divine partner here with this joyous fun in reverse. But with the judgment card here next to it too, I feel like this is definitely about our past. A lot of you, you're almost going through, and you may not be aware that you're going through this. This could even be just be a collective energy that divine feminines are working through on a, on a more spiritual level, on a deeper level. This could even be about some of you going through a lot of healing of your inner child, which has led you to feel that you are now ready to meet a partner on your level, meeting your level in terms of what you're looking for, what you're seeking. But your spirit has been maybe giving yourself to these other types of energies of the past. And so this is more about our inner child, I feel. This is more about where we have maybe been giving ourselves either away to things or where we have not been open enough to be vulnerable. I'm getting a lot of cleansing with that energy for some reason, like water washing through the body. So there's something I feel about the cleansing and the purification of the energy here, in which you're now ready to elevate into a higher connection, into a higher spiritual connection here with the priestess kindred partnership here. So that yes, there is a kindred partnership coming in for you. What's coming in for divine feminines who are single? What are the messages for you? Yep, High Priestess. And here we have the Eight of Wands. So forward movement, forward action. Here we have the Magician at the bottom as well. So very powerful energy here. We have the High Priestess and we have the Priestess and we have the Hierophant. So this is actually, I could be wrong on that, but I feel they're pretty much counterparts here. The Hierophant and the High Priestess in a very, very divine way. And with this kindred partnership right in the middle, there's a lot of powerful manifestation right now. The Magician and the Eight of Wands. So if some of you are manifesting a partnership right now, if some of you are either knowingly or unknowingly manifesting a partnership, this is a confirmation that you're really aligning with a very high vibrational love right now. And this is something that I feel is coming through for you. So expect some forward movement with the Eight of Wands. Expect some fast movement here. I do feel like with that High Priestess, again, there's a lot of intuitive, deeper spiritual knowledge here. This could even be like a spiritual connection that's only solely based right now in the 5D. But this is going to manifest in physical reality here, but it's just taking a little bit more time. What's coming in for divine feminines who are single and ready to move forward? Okay, we do have the Nine of Wands and the Five of Swords. So this, and here we have the Temperance card at the bottom, which is about the equilibrium, which is about the balance here. The Nine of Wands, this man has a patch on his eye, so this is a very wounded energy here. The Five of Swords obviously is a very petty, very manipulative energy. So for some of you, this is about you still going through some healing from being wounded, from being the victim maybe of other things. So this is about still in the process of moving forward, still in the process of healing. Let's grab some more of these. Actually, I feel called to use some of these, and then we'll look at a different deck. What are the messages right now for divine feminines who are single? Because I almost feel like with that Nine of Wands, with the man with the patch on his eye and the Five of Swords, some of you are like on your last leg with something, or you're on your last cycle with something here. And that could be why we have a fiery climax is approaching, because maybe this is still wrapping up for you. This is still kind of coming to a close for you. This is kind of about having to, yes, boundaries with the crumbling beneath it. What are you holding on to? And some of you, it's not that you're really wanting to hold on to it, I feel. This is a lesson about boundaries. This is a lesson right here about the equilibrium of yourself. This is about putting yourself right in the middle between the Temperance and the Five of Swords, not ever wanting to feel like that person right here again. not wanting to ever feel that way. But there's still a cycle. This man here is you, I feel, for a lot of you. And it's like you're wearing this patch here because you've already been through a lot. You've already been through so much. And this is about the rebirth that's happening at the moment. So for most of you, I feel like this karma review, this judgment is happening right now. And a lot of you are either going back to the, not necessarily going back to the past as in a person, but you could be replaying the past right now. You could be going back to where you've been triggered. This even could be, again, your inner child or things that are coming up to the surface for you to heal. And a lot of this is what's happening is that you feel that you're on your, there's like a climax that's approaching when it comes to knowing that you are really ready to set boundaries. You're really ready to elevate. And this could even be divine intervention. I'm hearing for some of you, this is happening because it's supposed to happen this way. You may not really want it to happen this way, which is why you're standing here with this patch on your eye. Maybe some of you feel like you're not ready to do it. You're not ready to pull the plug on something. You're not fully ready to dive into something new. You're not fully ready to do this. But this is Spirit's way of saying, you're almost there. So if you are, authentically ready to move forward with another partner, just give yourself some time and really be easy on yourself, because a lot of you are still going through maybe triggers, or you're still going through a feeling of being afraid, of being wounded, of being just at that place of conflict, either directly or indirectly. And I feel like with this crumbling here, the minute that you reach the 10 of Wands, the minute that you are resetting this energy and you're reaching this equilibrium, it's going to come through for you, because your spirit energy is rising. Your vibration here, your energy is very elevated. Yep. It's happening for you, not to you. Exactly. So this is happening for you. It's not happening to you. It's happening for a reason. So what's coming in for divine feminines who are single and ready to mingle? Yeah, exactly. Take a break. So don't be too hard on yourself right now. Take a break. We also have trust the niggle. So trust your intuition, High Priestess. Something is intuitively trying to tell you something here too. So I'm getting two different kind of groups of you here. For some of you, and this is kind of the whole reason I changed the format of my channel, is because I don't really want to talk about somebody coming back if it's not going to happen. But I do feel like for some groups of you, there's two different situations here. For some, this is a brand new person that's coming through for you, which I think that the intention of the reading was for this. So for most of you, it is. And this is happening after these lessons for you here. For others of you, though, this could even be trusting your intuition on what you're feeling right now. Trusting your intuition on if you're getting very positive energy on something, if you're getting a very intense feeling that something is about to manifest for you, that something is about to happen, then you're correct. Because there's been a lot of karma that's already been healed. There's been a lot of stuff that's already been transmuted here. For those small portions of you that this is about another person that you already know, then this is about confirming that this kindred partnership is about to manifest, because the karma, the judgment here, and the Hierophant, things have been, they've reached a place of resolution for both parties involved. So let's just get a couple more from here. This is the Intuit Oracle. Let's just see what's coming in. What's coming in? What can you expect? Divine feminines right now who are single. What can you expect coming into your love life? Divine feminines who are open to anything. Yes, beautiful. The butterfly. Okay, so we have the butterfly, metamorphosis, time, be open, embrace change, evolution of the soul, reinvent yourself. So that doesn't get any more clear. This is what's coming in. So you're going through reinvention right now. You're going through this metamorphosis, this judgment day, this whole like redo of the energy, which is leading you to this very powerful manifestation here. Okay, and then we have the Aries, which is the Emperor, which to me is very masculine energy, which is the King of Wands in this deck. It also says within 7 days. It says during the spring. So this could even be independent, aggressive, active, energetic, leader, impatient. So again, two distinct energies here. But for most of you, this is somebody who's going to be an equal to you in terms of taking action, in terms of moving forward in a very empowered way. This does feel much more like a masculine energy to me coming through here. And it's going to be a very quick energy. It's going to be very, it's going to be, it's going to be very fiery, but in a very balanced way, in a very empowered way. And at the bottom here, we have developing over time, legacy, ripening, age as well. So this is really about, to me, the wine here kind of reminds me of legacy. It reminds me of longevity. So something is developing over time here. We also have this card here, the Tower, corporate institution, government, guidance. So that's also to me like the Hierophant, very similar energy as the Hierophant here. And then we have dolphins, peace, harmony, helpful. Okay, and then we also have the Lighthouse, beware, warning, obstacle to avoid, make a detour. So let's get a confirmation for that. I do feel like for some of you, this is, again, a lot of shifts that are taking place for you in your love life with the metamorphosis here, the butterfly. Something is developing over time, or something has been developing over time. Again, this could be that you are just kind of ready to feel, you're ready for this either new love, or you're ready for this strong energy to come through. So this has been developing in the background is kind of what I'm getting here. Can we get a confirmation for what's coming in for divine feminines in love? Yeah, so we have back and forth here, and we have victim mentality, and at the bottom we have increase, which is all about our cycles. This is a number 3 of increase. This is a cycle card. This is a consciousness card, and this is an intention. So to me, this is a number 5 here. This is saying that some of you, what's coming in is that there's either a back and forth energy that you're still bouncing back and forth with. Again, 5 of Swords, back and forth. And then we have victim mentality. So again, 5 of Swords kind of reminds me of this woman or this person in the background here. They're making the same exact mannerism. And then with this increase, this is about things increasing for you. This is the cycle that's churning. The cycle card to me is about things that are churning regardless of what we're doing about it. Kind of like a Wheel of Fortune energy here. So the cycle is churning. The cycle is increasing. Things are moving rapidly. Things will be moving rapidly. I do feel, though, that there's a bit of a back and forth, that either you're still going back and forth with something or someone for some of you, or you are back and forth with your victim mentality. You're back and forth still with your victim consciousness. And this is just saying that it's okay, but there's a feeling here of having to really take a detour. Don't allow that to dictate you or dictate your energy. So it's just kind of like a feeling of really learning from the past is essentially what it is, to kind of put it in more simple terms, because we have fragmented energy behind the increased cycle. So a lot of you, this is just simply about having to take a look at, with the Judgment card there, a lot of you going through this feeling of really redoing the past, or having the opportunity to move forward, having the opportunity to shift your focus and shift your energy. And this could come in the form of triggers. This could come in the form of you just, knowing that you have to change, knowing that you have to redo things. But essentially, there's a very positive increasing cycle coming in. A lot of you, there's going to be a very peaceful, very playful energy, but it's more than just playful, because I do feel like you're lining up to a higher love. But there's an energy here of almost like I'm getting a feeling of somebody dragging down. It's like you're climbing a staircase, and then you get like this lasso on your back. I don't know why I'm seeing this, but and then the lasso kind of pulls you back down the staircase. And then you end up going back down 5 stairs, and then you have to go back up 5 stairs. And that takes away from the cycle that you've been going through. And for some, that's because somebody specific drags you down. Somebody specific keeps you in a state of being wounded. For most, it probably is the case. If you've been back and forth with somebody else, or with a twin flame, or whoever it is, because there's something about really just being 1 foot in and 1 foot out with the changes that are happening here, even if you don't know it. And so it's important to make sure that nobody has a grip on you, or nobody's trying to tumble you down the stairs, essentially, because the cycle is increasing for you. But when you increase your energy and when you elevate your energy, lower vibrational either people or people who have not fully ascended yet will tend to drag you down with them, because they don't want to see you move forward. They don't want to feel your energy slip away. And so I feel like this is an opportunity for a lot of you to let go of what you've been either holding on to subconsciously or consciously, and really finding that state of equilibrium, because change is happening for you regardless of how you cut it. The change is happening here. Okay, so let's get the final card here, and then we'll close it up. So what is the final message for divine feminines right now who are single? Wow. Justice. So it doesn't get better than justice at the end. So this is really about justice being served. This is about balance. This is about whatever you put out there, you're getting back. Whatever is owed to you is owed to you. Justice with the increase. Justice is being served here. Justice will come through for you. And this is, to me, it's more of like a law. It's more of like things that are going to happen regardless. I don't know. I just keep getting that. So you don't have to really sit there and worry about it, because this is going to happen for you. And that's kind of what I meant with going up the stairs and then being pulled back down. It's like justice is going to, it's like, what am I trying to say here? It's kind of like the elevation that you've gone through, and stepping into this high priestess energy, which is a very powerful, very ascended feminine, is essentially almost like a feeling of you getting your justice, because you've grown, you've moved forward. For a lot of you, you've really, really grown. And because of that, again, there's other interferences or other energies, not like they're trying to maybe all purposely do it, but it's just that the energy has shifted in terms of you now being ready to move out of this cycle. And because of that, it has caused justice to come into balance, if that makes sense. So it's either going to come in the form of maybe somebody from the past, for some of you, for select some of you, making some really big changes in their life in order to bring you justice, in order to really bring you that balance, because you have balanced it out, because your side of things has balanced out. I hope that makes sense, because I'm seeing it in a way where your growth and your movement forward has literally shifted the scales so much to one end, to where you're getting all the payback. And again, that's going to come in the form of somebody really making some big shifts if they're capable of it. Because justice is not going to be, it's going to be exactly what you need. So you don't have to worry about what it's going to be, is what I'm hearing too. So if for example, somebody new comes in and it feels right, then that is your justice. If somebody from the past comes back and everything's better, then that is your justice. It's just whatever's going to feel right and whatever the universe is owed to you is what's coming in, because a lot of you are really at this place of rebirth. And this is what's going to close and seal the deal for you. And I did see the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom too. So to me, that's that legacy card, longevity. Some of you are really going to be stepping into a long-term, relationship if that's what you're seeking. Or there's a long-term kind of growth of something that's happening here for you. For some, you could be healing from a marriage as well. Okay. So anyway, I hope that this could help some of you. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Hopefully this could, give you guys some insight. So have a great rest of the week, and I will talk to you guys next time. All right. Much love.